Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode on the Lyfcraft server. And you kind of see I'm sitting in a little bit of a void area. Well, I'm really not. We are back over here. I haven't been over here in a long time, and there's a few things that's been bugging me. So, I have this neat little system, and since we did the update with the way this thing works, it actually works a little too well, but the problem is the fact that the way things are taken care of down here. So, one problem I've been having is the fact of how the items are backing up too much in these hoppers. Ooh, that's a lot of noise. So those hoppers cannot sustain all these piglins, zombified piglins. So what we're going to do today, and actually there's two things we're doing today. The other one is fixing this right here. So yeah, it's nice with the little minecart and everything, but it's not working. It will not distribute it properly, and yeah, so we're not getting this done properly. And I'd like to start getting some of this stuff actually sorted and everything, and kind of stored away, because we have a lot of an area, and we haven't really done much with it. And we got a floating carpet right there. Anyways, so we're going to change a few things out. One, we're going to be putting chests up here instead of running a minecart going back and forth. I think that'd be a little bit easier, and it shouldn't be too bad on accessing it, because I should be able to access it right there if I just put some half slabs up there or something, and that should work for that. And we're gonna have to figure out a sorting system to kind of send all these items over, and we do have all this area now since we're going to be pretty much ripping out most of this, so that should not be too bad. And the only thing else we have to do is try and figure out something. That was weird. For this right here. And it shouldn't be too bad. And we're going to have to do something about that. So, I'm probably going to have to go up here. Let's go ahead and fly up here real quick. And instead of having it where you can see how many of these are coming out, let's go ahead and land gently. You see how they're all going to like 4 different spots? Well, we should be able to narrow that down a little bit. If I make it where there's only 4 slots, I should be able to have them all go into separate areas and fire pretty fast, so it shouldn't be too bad. And luckily I can crouch for a second. Can I? Nope, I cannot fly out that way. Well, somewhat. Anyways, so let's go ahead and get started with this, and yeah, this should be pretty interesting. Alright everybody, I got all that figured out. It's pretty simple, just put chests up there, and basically all we have to do is walk up, throw a stack in, walk up, keep doing this until we have all of them done, and it shouldn't take too long for them to all go in. And if you look over here, we're going to let that kind of fill up the system real quick. I also have it laid out for the items to be come over. So this one is empty, but it's going to be for quartz, blackstone, crying obsidian, gravel, soul sand, netherrack, nether bricks, iron nuggets, like I really need iron, but spectral arrows, fire charges, string, ender pearls, and this is going to be all the junk stuff. So I went through and I'm going to run this for a little bit to make sure that's all the items, but you see all these excess items. I'm probably going to try and think of a system to kind of sort out the water bottles and everything else, which could go right over here. You see I have a lot of room right here, so I can actually expand this one out a little bit further to try and get everything in here. So this system also is going to be ripped down from here over, because I don't need this anymore, because this was just originally for cooking up all the swords, and since I don't have the swords anymore, well, that can all go away and give us a little bit of extra stuff right there. And we might do some decoration in here. This is just one project for today, and we're going to get this solved real quick. And I have 2 more things to work on, and also an announcement for next month. So let me go ahead and get this all sorted out and get this all situated, and we really got to do something about this ceiling. It looks bad. One other thing real quick before I begin. This is probably going to get moved closer to the center, so probably right around here-ish. So it's just not in this random spot. And yeah, so let me come back in just a moment. Alright everybody, I noticed a big flaw with this. The ingots aren't actually getting down there. Not all the time. See, I'm walking over some of these. I still have 19 in that first row. But look at that, 23 or 22. So I'm gonna have to extend this out a little bit. Let's go ahead and shut this thing off if we can. That's kind of perfect timing. And what I'm gonna have to do is I'm probably just gonna extend out the hopper system. See, look at that. It's just, they're not going down there. So I'm gonna have to go through and quickly take out these, and that's probably in the dispenser now. We're just gonna have to do that to all of them. And basically, we're gonna have to run another hopper into it. No big deal. But when it's that inefficient, it's something that needs to be taken care of. All right, that should cover that up. And I don't have to worry about things spawning in there, too. So that's a win-win. Let's try this again. Make sure they all get theirs. Still not this one. Wonder why. That one got it that time, now this one didn't. It's strange how that works that way. Now they all got one? Maybe it just takes a minute to warm up. That could be the case. Yeah, it looks like they're all getting it now. So there we go. That is solved. I don't think I'm going to put any more than half a chest worth of ingots in there. So that's pretty good. We got everything going in. That is part 1 done. I could redo this a little bit to kind of make it a little more narrow, because I could be able to just... I should be able to figure out something for that. So, but this is working, and we can get our chest back, as long as none of them stuck to there. Yeah, I should have a chest in each one of these almost. So now we just have to figure out how to get the items from point A to point B. And there was one item I didn't think about, and that is leather. Leather is one of the few items I did not think about, and I don't know how I'm going to get all these in here and keep this symmetrical. Because right now, I'm already 1 over. Now, I could extend this out a little bit. That is a possibility. I mean, I do have a little bit more room here. I have 2 more block space. And I can have it just flush up against the wall. That is an option. And that would bring it all the way to... Go ahead and... here. And that wouldn't be too bad. I'd like to keep that gap in there, if I could. So, maybe like that. Kind of give it that edge. If that makes sense. I'm about to sit here and think about this one for a minute. You know, thanks to Cosmo Guy, I might be able to do the parkour for this. And he says that and he fails. First try. So, yeah, I think I decided to extend it out this way. And we're going to probably change out all this wood for quartz. I think that would look the best in this situation. And, yeah, it just seems like that would be the better choice. And I don't think I brought enough wood for all of this. It looks like I may be sorely mistaken on that. But no big deal. I do have my own tree farm and everything, so it's pretty simple for me to get more. I'll go ahead and clear this out. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get these all kind of situated. And it's going to be a lot of hoppers and a lot of chests. Because each one of these has 15, or this has 15 here. So that's going to be 15 times 5. So that's going to be quite a few of these. And it gives me 2 overflows. So that is good. That is something I was needing. And there we go. I'm out of those. I think I can... Oop. No. And I'm not getting that one back. You know, from that 5 stacks of gold, I almost got 2 stacks of... quartz, so that's actually not too bad. I don't mind that. I need a lot of quartz for my next bit. So I'm gonna have to go grab some more wood, and yeah, and I'm gonna have to figure out if I can actually parkour this thing all the way back up there. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. Yep. Alright, I'm good. So yeah, I should be able to get up here and get the last few rows, and I might tear out that real quick. But then we can get the system to send this stuff up, and it's going to be sorted right through here. And like I said, these two over here are going to be overflow chests, so they shouldn't be a big deal. So, be back in a second. Let me go grab some more supplies. You know, this is not what I had planned. I don't even know how to explain that one. Alright, everybody. I think I got all the filters in place. There's actually one I forgot again, and that was actually just obsidian. Not that big of a deal. So let's go ahead and give this thing a test run. We can grab... Oh, let's just grab everything out of this chest, because we're going to have to clear these out anyways. And we're going to give this a shot. I'm going to have to clear out each one of these chests by hand for first, just to make sure everything is going the way it should. We can just start throwing all this stuff in there. It's going to take a minute to go through like the high quantity items like iron nuggets, because we get a ton of those things. I don't really care for them, but oh well. I mean, no point in complaining about free resources. But I'm going to go ahead and let this kind of filter through what the heck to do here. Oh, okay, that was a weird glitch. Alright, it looks like everything's working. The obsidian and the crying obsidian, I haven't collected enough yet. But everything else, it seems to be working pretty good. I mean, I haven't had much of a flaw in it. So far, everything, but the only thing I noticed there is a lot of non-stackable items. So, good thing we have 2 rows of that. We might figure out something with these after a while. It's a lot of water bottles and a lot of fire resistance. I like the fact that we have fire resistance, but yeah, we're gonna have to figure out something for that. So next thing to do, since all these are cleared out, is to irritate them and break them. So looking at this, I'm probably gonna have to go underneath a little bit. I'm gonna have to sit here and maybe try and scaffold up and see what I have to work with underneath. I don't know how much room I have. So I can't break that because I believe that's what they're standing on. It is. So I'm going to have to kind of hopper them down and probably bring them over to here, which wouldn't be a bad thing, but it would kind of look kind of bad sitting with the, oh, what do you call it? Taking out all this crying obsidian. Now I could just extend it down, or extend this across, kind of give it a big white border, which wouldn't be a bad thing. I mean, kind of, yeah, that wouldn't look too bad, but I wouldn't need these anymore. I'm gonna have to sit here and think about this. I don't want to cut into this right here. And that's my only thing. Now I could route it back through here. Honestly, all the hoppers I have left. I cannot believe I went through that many hoppers. Actually, I take that back. I can. Alright, everybody. Got a little bit done here. I mean, I got all this wired through. And if you're kind of curious on how I placed this block, well, that was a pain in the backside. That's to say the least. I basically had to put a weeping vine and go down a little bit and fall a few times. But other than that, it was not too bad to set this up. This is going to be an item elevator, which is actually really nice because of one big feature. Let's go ahead and throw some of these in there. It's silent. I do not like these things making a lot of noise. And you can see it slowly makes its way over here. So let's go ahead and give this thing a test to make sure this works before I put in the next set of slabs or stairs right here. To kind of finish this off, I want to see if this thing can actually hold up to a good size amount of gold. And really, be honest with you, the time it took me to do all this, I have a lot of gold that kind of built up here. And we can just kind of drop everything in here for a minute. And why do I have... Goodbye, rail. Anyways, and I did actually pick up a little bit more quartz to kind of just make sure I had enough. So we can go ahead and grab all this out. But let me craft this up real quick. You know, I was so close to having 10 stacks of gold ingots. I might as well just grab some of these out real quick. Kind of just craft them down. And look at that, we got 2 stacks for each one. Let's go ahead and fill the system up real quick. Kind of just get this rolling for right now. We can see how well this works. And I'm gonna give it a moment to prime. Everything is in there. So I did also do a little bit of trading with my villagers. And actually, all this stuff can go away. So this is gonna be like a neat little trick. Just I guess set this right here. And it's gonna slowly empty this one out. And I can put a lever right here to kind of make sure it doesn't go into it, but all this stuff right here actually belongs in the system. So that should just clear it out, and we're gonna let it run for a minute. And actually, I'm gonna go ahead and take a lot of the big stuff out, like gravel and soul sand. And I'm keeping the nether bricks. Those actually don't belong in the system. So let's get this thing primed up and ready to go. And I'll be back in just a second. And there we go. That's all cleared out. So let's just flip this thing on. I still haven't moved this around yet. Yeah. Have some gold. Be happy. There we go. And they're all distracted, which is great. Now, we're going to let this run, and we're just kind of see what we're getting here. And hopefully it's not going to get backed up too much. This is going to be a lot of items. I can see a lot of spectral errors coming through. You can kind of see this is getting a little backed up over here. So that's what I'm kind of worried about. I might have to put a little bit longer delay in this, just so everything can run through its cycle. Because there are chances of getting a lot more stuff. You see, this one's backed up. It's what I was kind of worried about. Luckily, we still have a little bit of a leeway right here. And these single items, or single non-stackable items. Wow, I cannot talk today. So this should work out decently. I noticed that this one is not really having that big of a problem. Are you throwing things or no? I think I just got soul sand. Yeah, okay, I just want to make sure that one is actually giving me 2 different items. I'm going to sit back here for a minute, let this ride, and we'll see what we got. Alright, so I changed it out. We now have 48 in here. And might as well use rotten flesh. I got a ton of it sitting over here. I haven't really used much of it. I'll probably use it just to get some more emeralds and redstone, because that's something I am lacking a little bit on. I do plan on doing a massive resource run, and I'll explain that in a little bit. But that's going to be mainly for next month. So we will talk about that in a few minutes. Clear that up. But now that we have this, it looks like it's doing a little bit better job. That's like almost perfect. As long as we don't see a lot of items. Why is there gold? You can get right there. I think I understand why. Okay, so this thing's actually changing signal strength as it's going down. So the observer's reading that. So that does make some sense when it comes to why it's sending it over. How am I gonna fix that? The only thing I could think of is maybe putting a redstone torch up there. Let me test a few things real quick. Alright, everybody, I think I found the perfect mark. It was 45 in there. Any higher than that, it sets off, changes the redstone signal. Let's go ahead and try that. We'll run it a couple times to see how that works. It should only fire. There we go. And then it'll fire again when it goes off. Perfect. That should give me just enough delay so it doesn't back up too bad in the system. If I can run it for a little bit longer, that's actually not too bad. I still got quite a bit to go, and that is going to annoy me. And what I noticed was, I don't know if I can get in there. Can I? So right here, there is a little bit of a block gap. I can't quite place a block there. And I think that might be happening on all of them. I might be able to put a slab in there. I did not try that. That might prevent it from overflowing over here. I think that made it worse. Well, maybe not. At least it went back down in a hole. That was kind of an interesting little jingle or juggle that it went on. Let's see if it goes back down in there. If not, but right now it looks like it's just cycling through. So that will have to stay open. I'll just have to think of something. Make it where it does not get stuck in there. Maybe put something in front of this. And like I said, in this time I've been doing this, I've already gained that much more gold. So it's not like it's an inefficient thing. So yeah, you can see it's actually clearing out pretty well this way. So I think I'm going to keep it that way. And like I said, it's clearing out perfectly fine. The only issue is getting a little backed up over here. But it's not like anything major because it's not really going past this hopper right here. So this might be just the perfect amount to start collecting. Look at that. We almost have 5 stacks of quartz already. That's great. So I can actually finally finish this build over here. We have blackstone. We have crying obsidian. Helps if I say that in the right order. We have a little bit of obsidian, soul sand, and nether bricks. Perfect. Even though I have plenty of netherrack to burn. So I'm going to let this run for the rest of the time, and we're going to start working on making the rest of this look good. Alright everybody, it's been a little bit since I've recorded the last clip. My microphone went out, so I had to get something for it. I'm still letting these guys roam. I just got shot by a ghast. I wish I would have caught that on video. That would have been awesome. I don't know why I think that'd be awesome, but it would have been. But yeah, you see I actually have a wall now. Look at this. We have walls, everybody. Yeah, and part of a ceiling. Now, I'm not going to go with this design anymore. I'm going to have to take all this out. And tell me I don't even have a sword on me. That's a bad idea. Where is my sword? Anyways. Yeah, so we have this all set up, and it seems to be working perfectly fine. Everything's working. Gets a little backed up every now and then. I'm actually waiting on more nether brick, which will come... Well, we could probably do it a lot easier with the mega smeltery that we're going to be having in the future. And are you guys done yet? But you can see, I'm actually getting a lot of quartz, blackstone. I actually used quite a bit of blackstone already. Obsidian, everything seems to be coming in perfectly fine. Just waiting on the nether brick. It's kind of slow. Got more iron, spectral arrows, which is something I am super happy about because I love these arrows. Fireballs, or fire charges. Ugh. String, this stuff. Leather, which I was actually needing some leather for a few projects. And all this stuff. Now, I've been trying to think of a way to get rid of some of this. You see, it's already... Hey, there's 5 gold ingots. That was from my experiments. And another... See, this was whenever I was just building that wall up there. And so that was a while back. So I have some uses behind all this. And possibly these. Now, I don't know if you can... Nope. Kind of drinking these would be a little irritating, but... If I wanted a few extra emeralds, if we go look in their inventory, and that was a bad example. There it is. 1 for 1. So I can go. And get an emerald. Yes. Yes, that is right. But yeah, so I actually have a use behind them, or I can just use them for brewing. Either or, it works. So we got all that done up. Now, I am going to change out this design right here. Just let me pop this out. Come on, go. Alright. And that is the wrong pickaxe, my friend. And pop this out, and I'll show you guys in a second what I was looking for or what I'm thinking of for the design. But I did bring a few extra building blocks right here, and I'm trying to remember what I went for over here. I think it's just regular quartz slabs. No, stairs. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of trim this out, and we're gonna cover up these hoppers because, yeah, redstone is cool, but don't really want to see the hoppers all that much. So let me go ahead and clear this stuff out, and we're gonna go ahead and just go basically a simple design. And that did not work as I planned. Alright, everybody, I still haven't gotten the roof done, but I'm thinking this is a pretty good size change in the thing. I decided to go with a little bit of smooth black stone slabs around the sides, and we're having smooth stone right here, and we're going to kind of expand this out. This all will be pretty much encased in this black stone bricks, so we don't have to worry about seeing it anymore. I mean, that's the main goal right here. How to place that there. But anyways, so this is going to be cased in like so we don't have to see any of the hoppers. And I just realized we can cover it up a different way. Not that big of a deal. Pretty easy, actually, for a covering. We might do something a little different back here to kind of cover all this up. But we'll have to wait and see whenever we come across that. I'm not going to do all this today. This is going to be kind of just one of those things I work on in between. I could also, let's see, I ran out of those. Okay. I don't think I'm going to have enough of these. So maybe, just maybe, I can kind of cut this stuff out. I don't know how much. Oh, wait, I actually might have enough. It's a lot of slabs. But anyways, we can do something kind of similar to this right here, where we have, instead of villagers, we have like something else on this side to kind of cover up all this right here. We could do maybe a bit of storage or something over here. But I kind of like that. It's a little bit different. This still bugs the guitar out of me, but we'll work on that. And it seems to be working perfectly fine. So I think that's a good spot right here to wrap up this project for today. I was just glad I got a lot of quartz. That's going to come in handy in just a little bit. Let me go ahead and kind of put away a lot of these extra resources I have. And we are going to go on to project number 2. I need my sword. Alright, decided to do one quick thing. I think I'm going to put this right here so it's not just like right in the middle. We're going to have to think of something to do with the lighting in here. Because right now it's pretty dark and I just have a little bit of glowstone kind of laying around. Could do like a little bit of a lava waterfall right here. That would be kind of cool. But yeah, we're going to come back to this maybe later in the episode or something. But for right now, we're just going to go ahead and head out. Like I said, I need to get a lot more resources, and there's a few things that I am looking for, mainly my nether brick to kind of finish the roof on this thing, because there's still quite a bit missing. We got about like maybe a quarter of the top part done. And yeah, and this is going to bug me till I fix it. There we go. I kind of ran out of slabs right there. But anyways, so yeah, let's go ahead and we're off. All right, everybody. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up for today. I had a lot of technical issues, like actual IRL technical issues with this last episode. My mic went out, my voice went out. It seemed like if it wasn't one thing or another, but we was able to get it pulled off. You can notice there's a big difference in my voice, especially in the middle of the last few segments. It's a little bit clearer, hopefully. Yeah, that's two things you don't want to have to go out on you. Actually, I don't think anybody wants anything to go out on their computers or themselves. But yeah, so I already started working on the next episode. So
it's going to be a little more consistent. That was one of my kind of big issues I've been having for a while. My microphone, it was a cheap microphone. It lasted me quite some time. It did really well for what it was. But it was time to upgrade and actually have a proper recording microphone. But a lot of the decoration and everything we're going to be doing around the bases is going to be done on the live streams. I do stream on Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. But the whole month of May, I will be streaming 4 times a week, if not more. I do actually have a Among Us stream coming up. I believe it was the 21st. I'll let you all know. If you guys want to check that out, just check it out over on twitch.tv/enigmacraft86. And yeah, and I'll catch you guys there. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff planned, and I don't know. I kind of enjoy being back in the vanilla. I've been playing a lot of modded here lately, but there's something about vanilla I always love. So let's go ahead and wrap it up here today. I hope you guys take it easy and have a great rest of the week. You guys are amazing. And if you made it this far, you're awesome. That's what I say. You are amazing. And yeah, don't forget to hit a like, subscribe if you're new. Any comments, concerns, or anything else, put down in the comment section down below. And don't forget to check everybody else out. And make sure they feel loved down in the comment section down below of their videos. There's quite a few people that are streamers, recorders on this server. So yeah. But until next time, take it easy, everybody. Have a great rest of the week. Bye.